Yep.
Yeah. Okay guys, we're still here at Chichester Lakeside on a Friday. The temperature is severe, it's in the 30s. Very, very hot day. The staff have not bothered coming out at all, and if you sort of span round at the moment to the cells and reception place, it is still, it's like a ghost town, which is pretty good. They're not wearing masks in the premises, which the government have said they must do unless you're a pub. Even retail now, you have to go in and wear a mask. It is discretionary, I suppose, if they want to not do it, but as far as I'm concerned, they should do. So let's just cap on to one other thing at the moment. Basically, buying a holiday home, especially a caravan. If you're looking over there at these vans here at the moment, are you buying the correct van? Are they giving you the correct year of van and the correct model? We have certain people that have contacted us, they've falsely sold a model which is not the correct one to certain persons, and it's cost them tens and tens of thousands of pounds. Let's see if they'll come out and have a chat with us. Okay, so just recapping on a few notes and a few messages that we're receiving back live from our homeowners, and also people wanting to ask questions privately. Could you come and have a chat with us on the selling of the caravan situated over here, on selling the actual correct van to the correct loan? Hold on 2 seconds, guys. Sorry, buddy. Shouting in your ear. Okay, so just come back to the question. The sales chap has just put up the white shirt that looks like a teapot sometimes. Can you explain the fact that when you sell, say, like an API, but the paperwork's not correct to the loan and the year, why this is done? And more importantly, when people complain that they've been sold something they haven't actually brought and it's not correct, why they're just ignored. We've had certain people come from a certain part, Coghurst Hall, and they've come and spoke to us this morning here in front of you, and they're getting the same problem. So this isn't the fact that this is going to go away, because we're entitled to film, as you well know. Now, you're all putting on a brave face and waving to me, but what you've got to remember is that one day you're going to be in a position where you haven't got a job. One day you might be in a position where you've got no money. One day you might be in a position where you've got some conscience and you don't find it funny anymore. And certain people that have left employment have come to us and stated facts. Now, I know to most of you, especially the sales team here in particular, you do find it funny, amusing, you call the police, you whine about the fact that you're being intimidated, but yet on voice recording you're mis-selling and taking people for £100,000 plus. And yet to you, you go to bed at night and find it amusing. A certain young lady here, well, I think she's young, she may not be by looking at her when she drove past, she looked a bit older. I think the sun might be doing damage to her, plus her wealth. This particular lady started an argument with me on her own Facebook page, and tried to say that I was then intimidating her and making her life hell. I've kept all of my transcripts to this, but she's deleted and shut down her page. But it goes to prove a point. These people work out of hours. They try and hide the fact, don't they, Mr. Salesman that looks like a teapot, that when they sell illegally and calls out, they would try and text and phone call a certain individual using their private number to backtrack on the sale. But more importantly, you're breaking the Data Protection Act. When the police came to see me Sunday, they moaned about a certain lady wasting police time that's just driven past. But there's also a young gentleman in there, I won't mention his name, but he also likes to waste people's time and effort. The police aren't here just so that you guys can call them and complain to the fact you've got a little midget out the front with a beard making our life hell. I'm entitled to because you make our lives hell. And more importantly, you've done it to too many people. So I think the word that we're looking for is called payback. I'm in the position now to take this personally. We've just had another van drive past delivering food. To deliver food to homeowners, people that live here. Most of these people are petrified and they keep quiet and won't come to the front. But over half have asked me to carry on because they want this stopped. They have brought a home, they're living in it, and they've got 20 years, some have got more, some have got less. But the certain little GM who tends to go around bullying and blocking the sales is making their life a misery. So all the time your GM is here making life a misery, maybe I'll be here making his life a misery. Because he is a bully. Under the Data Protection Act, he got my home address from the office here, because the office here have got my home address in Arundel, but the office from the solicitors have got an address in Pagham for me. So which one is true? But more importantly, my real address, which is in Arundel, you've decided to help yourself to drive past in your white BMW and stick your middle finger up at my wife, as you were reported to by the police. These matters you think have gone away, but now you've broken the Data Protection Act with giving them the correct information where I live, you've now fallen short yourself, because you've now admitted that you know where I live. So I'm reopening the case of harassment against you and finger gesturing my wife. You might be a big man in your caravan park of being able to bully people, but the trouble is you can't bully people that aren't on your caravan park. So this to you is quite painful, and I've had a lot of feedback. He's a trumped up little midget. He's a vile little man. He's a bully. There's many things I've heard you say about me, sir, which if you think they're true or untrue, you've always got the opportunity to come and talk to me, man to man. But unfortunately, that's something you just can't handle or do, is talk to somebody man to man. And we have a poor ex-member of your team who is on severe depression and receiving medical help because of your bullying. And this, yet again, we have recorded. We sent to your directors, but they all just go quiet. So thanks to the GM here at Chichester Lakeside, the directors will be seeing me and my team personally. And I will always be repeating this chap as the reason why we started this campaign. But the campaign has grown. I never realised how many people were really bullied at Chichester Lakeside and Park Holidays and other parks. So our fight is quite simple. You'll laugh and joke we're doing well, but you're not. It's quiet. We all know it's quiet. Whether it be the virus, or whether it be your virus, or ill selling. We are going to be taking this all the way. We are going to be on TV, and we are going to be in the papers, but more importantly, we will be at some stage outside Parliament, protesting. So you'll sit there and think, oh, what a load of rubbish. But I don't need to talk rubbish, because you do that for me. I won't shout for you here, sir. So we're getting more and more people contacting us direct on YouTube. We've got subscribers that are slowly growing. When we have the correct amount of subscribers, we'll be taking it straight to the directors. Now it would be nice if the GM and the sales team, off camera, would like to come and talk to me about the bullying tactics that they're doing, and more importantly, how to shut me up. Because apparently you think you can shut me up by calling the police and the solicitor, but you keep failing. I would have thought you would have had some sort of education, but it would appear not. To be educated, you need to be sensible and you need to be a decent person. Obviously a sales team for Park Holidays are neither. You seem to think it's funny that people have come up to me and they're 70 years of age plus crying from this park from last week about your bullying. Now, obviously you never come out, you never know when I'm coming. It's a beautiful day, the park's dead. We've got a lot of people watching the sales team and the little rat of a GM. You do have my personal address, Mr. GM. that you've driven past it. You have my number. You know how to contact me. I would adore you to try and contact me so we can have a little chat. Because your silly little threat and your slander has come back to me. Remember, slander is a suitable offence. We're already in the process of talking to our solicitors today, which are being funded by the group, and you have till midday. After midday, action will then be taken. Don't forget though, you sit there thinking nothing will happen, eventually your directors will give in. And hopefully that will be you going off the holiday park industry. Because you are not just a rat, you are the king of rats. I've been following you from your last employment, and the things you've done there were unbelievable. I do believe that council tax was involved, but obviously I can't comment on it because that would then be slander if I was wrong.
Right, just recording on that one, a certain GM, or a certain park, was caught selling council tax details to people, potential buyers. It went to court and it was all hushed up, so it's one of these sensitive issues. But if this was true, the certain GM is here now today doing other things for illegal reasons. It is a sweltering day. Is this a reason why there's not a lot of people here? It could be a big reason why. We've got a lovely chap who's holding the camera now. He's from a completely different park of Bun Leisure. Similar problems, not as bad. At least with Bun Leisure, you can't live there for a month in, month out for 10 months. It's 28 days. And as you can see by these people here, never once will they come out and have a chat with us. And I know I have to keep repeating myself because I do feel sometimes I'm locked in a room and there's just no one there, because I've never known anyone not to even be walking in and out of these premises. There's been a handful of holiday makers on a park that has to earn millions of pounds every year just to survive, and crucially, are they going to survive? That's a big question now. With the virus and the plots and everything else, that's the question that we need to look at over the next couple of years, because in 2021, Park Holidays investors have pulled out and they have to find new investors. Once they find the new investors, I'm coming to you guys as well to show you what it is. I'm also coming to London to address the existing investors now who have already blocked my phone calls and emails, not wanting to hear all the bad publicity I have for them. But yet, quite reasonably, they've now decided to pull out of Park Holidays, which I think is a good plus. I think we're going to enjoy a little bit of the sun. It is pretty dead. We've got some nice stuff coming up over the next couple of weeks, which are going to be even better. We are visiting other areas, and like I say, we are visiting the head office directly, not Coghurst, the head office, and we're also visiting the directors. And eventually, I dare say that some of these celebrities are going to start coming on board, because they're only aware themselves now, after owning holiday homes, how people are treated, and they're probably the wrong people to upset. So we're going to sign off for a little bit because it is a ghost town. Save some battery and save some heat, and we'll talk to you soon. Don't forget to go to YouTube and type in Katie Miller, K-A-T-I-E, Miller, M-I-L-L-E-R, and you'll be able to follow everything that we do.